Okay, so welcome to episode one of Brothers of MGTOW. I'm your host, a brother of MGTOW, and today we're going to talk mainly about. So, the main topic for this episode is why women actually reject good men. Okay, now, first of all, we're not talking about entitled nice guys here. Okay, so we're not talking about those people who get bitter when women turn them down to a point where they're like owed something. Okay, we're talking about just a general average man who gets by with his career and or education, has decent has a decent support system. He just has a decent life in general, and he's just a kind-hearted soul, gentle, sensitive, whatever you want to put. All in all, put just a good man with manners, respect. I guess some sense of self-respect and integrity. Okay, so that's what we're talking about. We're not talking about those entitled ones. They're out of the equation. Okay, and when I talk about women as well, I don't mean all women. I'm talking about 99% of women. Now, so when I say women in general, what I mean is 99%. Okay, I know that there are 1% of good women. I know them. You know, I know them in my life, and those good women that I know in my life, they're the ones that you know that are exception to this rule, or the ones that are still present in my life. I would say. But really, this is about 99. Why this? You could really read where this is. Why 99% of women reject good, honest, hardworking men. Okay, but I'm just going to title it why women reject good men. And this is sort of the actual reason. First of all, I should probably give reasons that women throw around. Okay, and I'm also going to give reasons why men in general throw that around. So let's start with why women think they reject these type of people. Um, First of all, women think that these guys are too nice. Good men are nice because they are kind. And if you can't appreciate that, you're shallow. Full stop. I'm not even going to say anything from there. Okay? Another one that I often hear is women just don't feel it with the nice guy. There's nothing intense. Attraction is intense, but it dies down eventually. And you're going to get bored. You're going to hop onto the next guy. Probably. Most likely. I'm going to say this now, and I'm not going to delay this. A good long-term relation, a good one, requires three things: time, hard work, and effort. Okay? Both sides, the man and the woman, in general. No, we're talking about a heterosexual relationship. In a heterosexual relationship, a man and a woman, in equal amounts, need to be able to invest time, effort, and hard work. Okay? Now, most good men, they have no problem with that. They got by life through hard work. They understood what it takes to be patient in life. They know what they wanted eventually. Okay? Now, women in general, we were talking about the 99% here again, do not display at least one, if not all three of those. Women don't have time. Their biological clocks are ticking. We all know that. Effort. Well, if women put in effort into a long-term relationship, they contribute, you know? If the guy's not making the first move, they do it themselves. The good ones do, at least. They understand the value of a man. And hard work, oh, let's not go down that road. There's a reason why women wait for men to make the first move. Because they don't want to put in the hard work. They want to be given everything. They want everything to come to them. They want the guy to just shower the woman with everything. That's not how it works. That's the problem. The problem is in a long-term relationship, that's not how it works. Do you want a long-term relationship or do you just want a casual hookup? If you want the former, as I said, you need to invest time, effort, hard work. And the modern women, 99%, the 99% of those modern women, they're not willing to preach the three things I just said. And that's the problem, right? Now, where was I before? I was talking about those three qualities. Yeah, so I said they're not. So I was talking earlier that women complain often that they reject these decent guys because they don't feel it with them. So I'm flabbergasted at that. So if a woman ever came up to me and said, "Oh, I met this really good guy, but I just didn't feel it with him," and I said, "What turned you off?" If she said he didn't look good or he didn't display what I wanted, shows how shallow the woman is. Full stop. Okay. Again, I'm not attacking women here. I'm just saying this is what happens. These girls are saying these things. I analyze both sides, and I'm going, this is what's happening. Okay. Especially with the modern dating culture, it's very hard right these days, damn near impossible to maintain a good long-term relationship. And I sort of blame sort of the modern. I sort of put it. I won't put it. I put it down primarily, not solely, but primarily on how we use technology these days. It's just become so much easier to, I guess, break down relationships these days. But that's not what this is about. This is about why women reject the good men in their lives. Why women drive away the good men. In a later video, I'm going to talk about the wall and sort of in relation to what happens to a woman when she hits the wall. Because I do have a bit of experience in talking to women who are post-war. Many who are post-war. In fact, probably if I had to be honest, all the women that I associate with these days are post-war. I would never go. I don't know. Yeah. So as I said, I'll talk about that in a later video. Yeah. So enough sidetrack. So as I said, that's why the women think nice guys are not attractive. Which, as I said, what the women think. I'm not in a position to comment bad things about it. I just want to say, look, you should reconsider your priorities. You should be clear with what you want. You need to bring something to the table, women. I'm talking about that a bit later on. So now, sort of, look at why the men think, like why men in general think that women reject nice guys. I'm strictly against the whole notion that these good men need to become assholes to get girls, to get women. Because I think if you're at this level already, and men are telling you, go down a rung. Then you see how much women want you. Do you think that's good for you? You're lowering your own standards to get these women in general. You know? I'm going to talk also in a future video about the whole issue of money in relationships and just looks, money, status. Now that's really what women look for at the end of the day, I should say. Looks, money, status. If you have neither of those three, well, let's put it this way, you're fucked. With women, at least. In a woman's eyes. Remember that. A lot of men believe what the women say. You know, like if you don't have look, money, or status, you're fucked. But in reality, you're only fucked to the woman's eyes. You fucked in your eyes? That depends how you perceive yourself. At the end of the day, this video is about self-development, self-improvement. I guess the key lesson about that is if you perceive yourself as a good, honest man and you go about your day and it has worked for you, you know, being that type of person you are has worked for you, then stay that way. There's nothing wrong. There's something wrong with them if they don't like it, but there's nothing wrong with you. So I'm going to elaborate more on that towards the end. Okay. So that meant a lot of men say nice guys are just weak, blah blah blah. Physically, probably. Emotionally, generally no. Emotionally and mentally, no. A lot of, especially me being an introvert, I live in my head a lot, right? My head, as I said in my last video, my head is another world. You know, what goes over my mind is a whole new earth. Okay? So, you know, in saying that, you know, they see us physically weak. If you are a good man watching this, that means they're jealous of you. That's how I see it. I see that if people see you as this good man who can get pushed over easily, that means they're the ones that are the issue, not you. And I keep going back to this. If you are comfortable in your own skin, that is real confidence. Right? Full stop. And that sort of leads to why women actually reject nice guys. And this is the reason that no one wants to say it out loud, but is actually the big one. Okay, I'm not going to make this, I'm going to let you in on a little secret, basically. This is sort of the true reason. I won't say the true reason, but it's what I believe to be the true reason why women they just don't get attracted to good men. Full stop. And really, it is. Let me word it this way first. Okay. Women say that they want a confident man. Okay. First of all, if you ever hear that, you can yell out bollocks as loud as you can, even if it's on a bus or if you're at a French restaurant dating a woman. If she says, I want a confident man, you can stand up and yell bollocks or fucking bullshit or whatever you want. Okay? Now, why? Why should you do that? Women do like confidence. There's no denying that. Women do like men with confidence. But, there's a big but. And this is the actual reason for this video. The reason why women don't the women don't get attracted to good men is that women don't like real confidence. I'll say it again in my soft-spoken tone. Women don't like men with real confidence. Okay? Let us sink in a bit. You're thinking, what is real confidence? What is fake confidence? Fake confidence is all about, you know, how do I put it? Women know when, I guess, not women, but people know when you seem to be acting. There's that feeling, you know, especially the feeling side of me. I know when people, I can tell, I can feel when something is wrong with people. And that's sort of what is, I guess, I won't say what's happening, but being an empath, I know easier. I can tell it much easier than other people do. But yeah, fake confidence is sort of acting like that. What women call the asshole, or what general community calls the asshole type. Women love that, and they sort of they like it because they believe they can change that person to a nice guy, when really it doesn't. It's near any good man knows that you can't change a person. Full stop. Right? Um, yeah. So as I said, with the fake confidence stuff, women love that because women want to have that sense of achievement that if the asshole becomes a decent man, then they've solved the challenge, I guess. You know, they've tackled the challenge and they successfully did it, giving themselves a sense of ego. But then once that happens, they get bored and move on to the next asshole or something like that. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that. What I'm familiar with is women go for assholes because they display that that sort of fake type of confidence. Obviously there's a difference between confidence and arrogance, but the problem with those people is that those people do it just to get the woman, right? And the minute they drop the act, woman goes bye bye. Or maybe they're true assholes and they'll ditch the woman. The woman will get burned, and the story goes on, right? The cycle, I guess, the cycle goes on. But real confidence, and this is sort of where I come in, real confidence is about being comfortable in your own skin. It's about that getting test famous. I think that's my honors degree in Bachelor of Science from Monash University in statistics. Okay, that is real confidence. The fact that I successfully obtained an honors degree and now I'm doing a PhD, and I'm doing that. So I'm doing that in pure maths because I love maths, not because there's good money in it. I honestly don't give a shit about money. I'm going to talk about this in a later video about sort of money, looks, and status. I really don't give a shit about money. All the money in the world will not make me happy. What will make me happy in the world is my desire to understand more about the world. My ability to learn new things, have new experiences, and yeah, those, etc. Let's just put that way. So I think I'm almost hiccup to the point of hiccuping. Yeah. So real confidence, as I said, is about building your career, building an education, building a good support system, being happy about yourself, being comfortable in your own skin, have a set of hobbies and interests that you genuinely like. Keep trying to find your own place in the world. That is real confidence. And do women like that? Hell no. Oh hell no, they don't. Not even joking. Why? Like, women like confident men, yeah. They say they like confident men, but that's real. I just told you what real confidence is, and you're probably going, why do women not like that? Because they can't manipulate it. They can't play around with it. Fake confidence from the assholes. Oh, they can massage. They can play around like a Play-Doh. They can squeeze it around, make it into shapes, do God knows what with it. But when a man shows real confidence, women don't like it because they can't play with it. Yeah. Now, if I'm gonna go back to the money look status thing, especially the money part. Okay. Let's start with the money part. If you are confident solely because you have so much money in the world, you're like one of the richest men in the world, and if that is the sole factor of what makes you happy, sure, a woman would want to be with you. You got money. Women want to be with you. But once shit fucks up, they'll take it all away. Well, 50% of it. They'll take 50% of it away. They're happy. You're not. Look at you, depressing all shit. That's why MGTOW was born. Because that's why extremist MGTOW was born. Because that shit happened. Yeah? This is why I don't give a shit about money. Look, it's good to have money. I do need money to provide for my brothers, have my own have my own set of income, you know, a chance of achievement for me to do the work that I love and those that I'm going to get paid for it, and just to love life. But if money becomes the sole factor in determining whether I get a relationship with a woman or not, then fuck it, right? Fuck it. That's not real confidence. Real confidence, you know, again, I'm going back to this MGTOW, the real MGTOW, which is about self-development, self-improvement. Real confidence is about being you, being the you that you want to be. And if you're not content with something, you work your ass off to improve on that. You want to learn coding, you want to learn let's say you want to learn SQL, or you want to learn Python or R, then learn it. That's real confidence. The ability to say, I want to learn this. If I'm not going to do it in this set of time, I'll be generous with my time. I'll be patient with it. I can see myself eventually learning this language over time. That's what confidence is about, right? That's what real confidence is. And women look at that and go, I don't want this. I can't play around with this guy. He's too good for me, blah, blah, blah. That's what goes on in the woman's mind when they see that. Now, I know this from experience. The last girl I was with lasted 6 months, and I should have ended it the day. I should have just walked away the day I expressed my interest. I'm not gonna delve. I may eventually delve deeper into it. I don't want to get into it now. It's not something that I'm open to talking about yet. I guess no one is perfect, right? I still have that feeling of shame of being duped in there right now. It's still fresh in me. But yeah, I mean, part of the reason why I got rejected, why I feel I got rejected, is I had nothing to offer her. And I thought, good for me. Good for me. I did what I did. I stayed a humble, the humble good man that I am. I just continued loving myself. I continued, let's say, I continued having my interests, you know. Yeah, so you could say that it got to a point of sort of obsession with my interests, but I like that. I like being knowledgeable about topics that I am passionate about. And women often don't like that. You know, women think, oh, this guy's a nerd. This guy, he knows too much. They say they want an intelligent guy. You know, I'm going to talk about this in my next video. So just to preview, my next video is about online dating profiles and the scams that women put up on their profiles. Okay. Yeah. So where was I? Bloody hell! I've lost my train of thought. This is part of being an introvert. I'm just my head. So I'm going I'm going this way. Then somehow went in. Now I got to find my way out back. Yeah. So I was talking about real confidence in women, and yeah. Now I forgot. Okay, but I'm gonna end it with a piece of advice for the women, those 99% of women, and the good men. Now I'm not talking about the men who perceive to be bad boys, assholes, thugs, whatever. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the good men. Okay? So first of all, to the 99% of modern women, okay, who I call women in general. If you want what you say you want, preach what you want. Okay? You say you want a good man, then look for a good man. Don't look for someone that is perfect. You need to get over the realization that the one doesn't exist in life. No one is perfectly molded into what you want. You can't say, oh, he's everything I ever wanted. And then eventually you'll start regretting. And then you'll eventually have a put, but he was everything I wanted, but dot dot dot. You can't do that. You need to get over you need to swallow your own red pill and just accept the reality that the perfect man doesn't exist. But what you need to find is a man that you can be compatible with personality wise. Stop going for bloody men who are rich, successful, blah blah blah. Stop going for the looks, money, status stuff. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. You know, it's all about giving give the average guys a chance. Look, if you're not gonna get along, then don't that's fine. But what you need to do is to give them a chance. Because you will bloody regret it if you don't. And a message for the good men is don't change who you are. Just don't. If you have to go MGTOW, so be it. If you still want to find the right woman, keep going. You really have two choices after you get burned by women. Okay? You either keep dating women, keep finding the right person, right? know that that probably won't exist. Or you just go MGTOW and say to yourself, so I'm just, yeah, so you sort of say to yourself, I know my worth, and I'm not going to sit around waiting for women to come to me. I'm just going to keep improving myself. I'm going to keep developing my own self. I'm going to learn new things. I'm going to have new experiences. This, that. Okay, you're looking at the process of, how do I put this? So I'm just reading my mom's messages. You're looking at the process of really improving yourself. Okay? Yeah, I'm probably won't say anything else about that. I really don't know what else to say. Yeah, I think I'll just end with that piece of advice. So really, thanks for really paying attention to this. You probably won't hear this anywhere else. What you'll probably hear is just, oh, all women are shit, blah blah blah. No, this is not what it's about. This is not about gender hate. Extremist MGTOW is about gender hate. You all know, everyone, it's basically anti-feminism in a nutshell. This is about how women and men need to be able to get along. The reason why there is so much gender divide is women want this, men want this, men want something else. No one's giving each other a chance. A relationship is all about finding a middle ground. These days, a lot of women don't want the middle ground. You know? They're sort of like, oh, I'm going to stay stuck up. I'm going to find the right guy. What if that right guy doesn't exist? They really don't. It's never about finding the right guy. The older generation knew that early on. It's not about finding the right guy. It's about finding the person that you are compatible with, that you're not going to have arguments with. You're not going to go around and backstab the guy. You're not going to, knowing that you're not going to get burned by him in any way, shape, or form. That is what you need to look for, women. Yeah, I'm going to end it here. I've done my little piece. So as I said before, in next video I'm going to cover I'm going to cover sort of online dating profiles and what women say and why they are a load of bollocks. So yeah, hopefully you can pay attention to the next video. In the meantime, MGTOW guys.